love it. I just I hate looking at myself right now.
Cool. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Lost Lore Academia.
I saw it go live.
Hi, my name's Philip, and I'm Long Lost Lore. And this is our very meta, very downtime-based game. Joining me are some of our class. We may have others later, but for now, this is who is here because in-game, in-universe, this is a circumstance where, like, class has not resumed. You guys are kind of on winter break. So, like, you know, not everyone's at school. Some people are. Obviously, given what's going on at old Hampstead Hall, right there, you know, there's the opportunity for maybe some people to, like, maybe people are like, you know what, parents, I'm going to go back early instead of hanging around with all my weird high school friends. What kind of is that a kind bar? What kind is it?
Dark chocolate and cherry.
Cherry? Ooh, nice. Fancy.
No. Yeah, and cashew.
Love
Sorry,
it.
I wouldn't have eaten it on the stream. I didn't know we were going live.
It's Monday, so we always do. That's like the joke. You got chocolate on your lips. It's very adorable. Missed it fully. Couldn't have missed it more. How was everyone's...
Like, reverse mirror in front of you too. Like,
You literally have a mirror. How was everyone's breaks? How was everybody's actual winter seasonal things?
It was good. I saw you
Wonderful.
in person.
You did see me in person. I short story, even shorter, because I've already shared it on stream. I flew by Southwest Airlines, and they didn't have any trouble over this holiday season.
none whatsoever.
But unrelated, my flight was canceled several days ahead, and I couldn't get on another one until basically today. So I booked a different airline, rhymes with Schmamerican. And I flew, and I had to fly to, yeah, that's the one. And I had to fly to Orange County, and it was actually, like, very cheap. Like, it was not bad. But I texted, I called Lord and said, hi, can you pick me in the airport, and I'll be your best friend, and I'll buy you dinner somewhere. And so they picked me up, and then they kidnapped me. They didn't let me go home. They made me stay in their home. The room where Lauren is right now, that is where I slept. So that room is forever haunted by my nightmares.
It's full of
Oh, I
bugs.
thought you were gonna say haunted by your farts. Honestly,
My farts are heroes. They stand to protect. They warn and protect. But my nightmares. So that was my adventure, but we're all back here. On Friday, I'll just mention again, we did a pretty crazy thing where I ran a Kevin, I don't think you were aware of this. On Friday, I ran a Blood from a Stone session with no players.
Oh.
And I think it went. I think as a one-off, I think it went pretty well. Basically the purpose of it was to determine. There were some NPCs were about to cross paths, and I kind of wanted to do it by dice. And what I typically would do is just roll a couple dice and see what went down. But in this case, and there were some major dice rolls. There were some times where people with advantage were missing things they shouldn't have missed. There were also a couple of times where people survived things they probably shouldn't have survived, but that's the fun of some D&D. So, and it has definitely changed the shape of things there, and some big impacts when we resume that on Friday. We'll also be back with Gray in the Dark tomorrow. I actually haven't talked. Some of you are even involved in this thing. I haven't talked to. I haven't confirmed this. I think this coming Sunday we actually might be doing a. Even though we ran all of Blue Moon between now and then, we might be doing like a Star Wars recap kind of discussion about, like, the previous games we've run. I think Pierce just wanted to, like, talk about the system, so we might have some players from those, both Civilized Age and More Wretched Hive on this coming Sunday. So if people are around, they can hop on for that. And then a week from Sunday, we're going to start back with Here Be Dragons. So everything's kind of kicking back off for 2023, which so far is a fun year. I also, it was pointed out to me today,
only been 2 days.
What is?
It's only been 2 days.
I know, but it's been great so far. I have the sniffles. It's been terrible. Hey, Lauren. You know what's really fun is that Friday is January 6th, which means the next Friday.
Oh, was it the 13th?
Yes.
Yes.
January 6th is bad enough.
No, January 6th.
And I have to call in for jury duty.
I refuse to give them January 6th. January 6th is Epiphany, okay? That's when the wise men showed up to the manger.
Is that the same as Three Kings Day?
I think so. There may be some... I think there's some variation on it regionally. I'm really trying to pick up a pen cap with my feet right now.
You gotta take your socks off. It's really easy if you do that.
I know it is. I got it with the socks on.
Oh, good job. So actually, Friday the 13th is me and my husband's wedding anniversary, like the real one where we signed the paperwork. We did it on a Friday the 13th, on January 13th.
Oh, and wow! So this is like... Yeah. Oh, wow, so this gets you back around to it being the same. Wow, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Congratulations.
So you should like torture them more in honor
of your
of our unity.
More torture in honor of your marriage.
Yeah, I think that's how it works, right?
Maybe. Yes, Three Kings Day is also Epiphany. Well, everyone, enough nonsense. Shall we kind of get into this game of ours? Or shall we do more nonsense? It doesn't really matter to me.
It's really the same thing.
Why not both?
So,
yeah.
In our previous sessions of Lost Lore Academia at Oakshire University in kind of near Mystic Seaport, Connecticut, there is I think it's Mystic, Connecticut. It's technically Stonelington. God, I wrote all this. Hold on. Yeah, it's so whatever. Man, Connecticut is broken up into everywhere in Connecticut is a town. Did you know that? It's like all of it is broken up into like anyway. This isn't.
Sorry, isn't it everywhere somewhere a town?
No, there's like I think like every part of Connecticut, like even like unincorporated things, is part of a town. Like a national park is still part of some town in Connecticut.
Oh, interesting.
It's like counties are all subdivided into towns entirely. There's some weirdness. I'm probably getting that wrong. Apologies to everyone in Connecticut. But
apologies to Connecticut.
I'd like to apologize to Connecticut. Connecticut, what's Connecticut been in before? It doesn't matter. Point being, you guys go to a very, very selective Ivy League university called Oakshire University in basically eastern Connecticut, on the eastern, sort of southeastern coast of Connecticut. Hampstead Hall is an old building on the Fall Squad up on the upper campus, and you all went in there doing research for the folklore, popular culture, like folklore and popular culture class that you were taking from Professor Davies. You all read some strange books you'd never seen before, and then were summoned back, just 6 of you, DJ3, aka Doug Jolly III, Medina Lake, law student, Callie, folklore studies major, so this is like really your domain, as well as 3 other students, Connor, Nova, and Frankie, where you were basically told that some of the characters you were speaking to from these games had come to life and were here in the hall. You spoke to them, you got the impression that they could not leave. Your professor says something like this happened to him many years ago when he spoke to Aeneas from the Aeneid. And he basically urged you to keep this quiet, not tell anyone about this magical secret, but he wants you to continue this process and to gather more of these characters from these fictional worlds, these unique settings. There were 6 settings that you all sort of brought in, and you have now begun to discover other settings in your research. Basically, you will occasionally find rumors of other characters, you and other members of the Folklore Studies Department. And it kind of should be noted, because it's within Hampstead Hall, some of the characters you've summoned, such as a gentleman named S.A. Rawlings, seen here with his smoothie, they are also helping. So like kind of like a lot of the work that the community does, the Folklore Studies Department, that's also people like Rawlings kind of pitching in, kind of in-game. That's where the knowledge is coming from. You are finding characters whose existence has been rumored. You are finding, and then once you get enough information, you discover them. You can then start transcribing pages about them to finally summon them in to this world. And last week you did that already with Mr. Rawlings, a bunny called Hopper, who seems to be some kind of demon, or actually, no, don't call him a demon, he's a devil, as well as a very swift fairy named Moresteel, who kind of just, flies around really swift. He's saying, if you have any Molly, I'd love to come. So, that's Moresteel. So you have more characters.
We also never got her safe word.
You'd better know what it is, because otherwise, choking someone out's going to be around. If I do it from inside. So, the point being, Moresteel's a lot. But in our last session, you all sort of regathered after learning more about these characters, when an elevator that was not a part of Hampstead Hall appeared on a wall. Tatiana Temple pointed it out to you. She seems to be kind of analyzing all this stuff, and it soon became apparent that the only 6 people who could enter were the 6 students who had forged these first connections. Professor Davies could not go through. The characters could not go through. However, upon passing through, it became apparent that some of your core characters came with you and provided you information. They were in your heads, giving you guidance, and in this mystical sort of purple crystalline land, the name of which you as yet do not know, they gave you power. You were stopped by a guardian, sort of some kind of like knight-like figure sort of attacking and telling you that you weren't supposed to be here, at which point Doug and Medina was ready to fight. Nova, Callie, and Frankie were kind of like cool, bye. They were backing away. But and Medina was like, I've got a foil here, I got an epee, we'll maybe do something or whatever. But like Doug, the boys were just like cool, and Doug and Connor sort of used some of their newfangled powers and attacked this person.
Fucking murdered it.
And went through. You guys escaped. Your characters like reappeared before you, and the professor was like, what the heck? Keep this secret. Let's get more characters. Let's explore this more. So, we cut ahead a couple of weeks. It has been a couple of weeks in and out of game. You probably did go home for the holidays. But we will say the 3 of you specifically came back early to kind of check in on things, and some of your other students may have also done so. They may be nearer by, but at present it is only the 3 of you, as you sort of are walking up to Hampstead Hall for the first time after having been gone. Yes, Callie?
For us, when do classes start back up again?
College actually usually starts a little later, doesn't it? Maybe we'll say it's a week from today that the class starts again.
So next week.
Yeah, and honestly, it's probably 2 weeks. What do you think? Should we say 1 or 2 weeks? I'll leave this to verisimilitude. It should be 2, if not 3 weeks. I would always remember when I'd go back to college, it would be like, yeah, come back January 20th. Like, okay.
Yeah, that does kind of sound right.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 weeks from tonight, class
2
resumes. But some winter thing, like the campus is active. There are some winter sessions going on, so it's like not insane for you to be here. But we'll say that your classes don't start for another 2 weeks. Okay. So Callie, DJ3, and Medina sort of return to Hampstead Hall. I will say that in this interim, there was kind of some stuff we talked about last time. I will also say you do understand the idea that you probably could not bring an unlimited number of characters in with you. But
You can if they're shadow elves.
that's very true. So, my friends, as you arrive, we will say that...
Do we need to decide if we're summoning the new?
Yeah, so Jaina is not here. She's still off. Mo Chaudhry. He'll kind of let you guys in and say, hi, I hope you had a good break. Things have been a lot here. And you sort of hear that, like, many of your characters are gathered. Rawlings is in the midst of some loud debate. Like, well, I just think it's imperative that we focus our information and our searches on information about the Dreadlands. You hear, Tatiana Temple saying, "Darling, there's so much more to life than horror, believe me." Wednesday saying, "Everything is horror if you really think about it." You just hear Ellibog saying, "Are you guys saying horror or whore? Because either way I could sing a song about it and make it make sense." Ooh. So basically you guys are like, cool, we really missed this. Mo kind of guides you in, and Tatiana is certainly kind of, "Oh, look who's back. Wait, where's mine? Oh, well."
I don't know.
Wednesday kind of just immediately is standing next to you, Medina.
Oh, gosh.
"Hello, miss."
Okay. Hi. How are you, Wednesday? How have you been?
"Existentially lost, ma'am."
Same.
Oh, have you?
College does that to you.
If you'd ever like, you can come here and rest on the divan, and I can sit over you and tell you calming stories to help you sleep.
I doubt that, but thank you. Is she, like, in my ear?
No, not just like she's close, but demure.
Okay. No, thank you. Okay.
If she were in your ear, she would have to bend and she would no longer be a line.
Oh.
Excellent point. If she were in your ear, she'd be the interior man, and you wouldn't want that, darling.
Who is that?
He's someone we've actually been looking into a bit for you.
No, he's no one.
He's from my world. He's another villain.
Are you from one of the Dread?
Not a Dreadland, dear. I'm from something called Alpha City, which, well, fun fact about that. I've come to a realization, but never mind. And then Morsteel will sort of just add, like, and I've been inside ears and all sorts of other places.
Ah!
Nostril when one guy was really...
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Gross.
But, so they're all back. That being said, Mo will say, "I did want to tell you, there's, come here," and he kind of leads you into the stacks, where there are, in fact, a few bookshelves that seem to be, like, new. They don't seem to fit into this plan, and he basically says, "I'm not really sure how it works there. Like, when you walk in this room, I don't know if you all feel that sort of, I just feel inspired. I feel creative. It's strange. You almost feel inspiration in here." So, out of game, in game, you all feel there is a good bit of inspiration. Out of game, you would quantify it as 4,959. Now, there appear to be 4 primary bookshelves in question. These bookshelves, 2 have the frightening logo of the Dreadlands of Blood from a Stone. 1 has the tawdry, noirish cover of Grey in the Dark. And 1 has the self-help, calligraphy self-help font of Wellness Beyond the Witchlight. So, these are all present here. And if you wanted to open all of these bookshelves, it would cost you 200 plus 400 plus 100 plus 100 is 800. So if I don't feel like it is unreasonable to allow you 3 to just decide whether or not you're going to spend 800 of 49.59.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Just logistically, out of game question.
Of course. Yes, please.
We're going to keep summoning characters, obviously, regardless of anything that happens. That's the whole friggin' point.
Yeah.
I know there's an elevator, but they can't go in the elevator. They can only go in kind of through us. There is a finite amount of space for them. Are we able to research rooms to the room to add on?
Out of game? Boy, what the right question. In game, you don't know yet, but out of game, yes.
Okay.
Out of game, like.
Don't tell your character.
Once we get to like chapter 5 or so, like we'll introduce like summoning. Yes, basically.
We have to Venmo fill up more.
By send me Legos, friends. Oh my god. Yep. I might change my policy and let people buy me Legos because there's a lot of sets out. I also got
2 sets for a room expansion.
I got so many. Oh shoot! Maybe that is how it should actually work. Okay, never mind. Anyway, thoughts. Point being, if you guys begin to summon these characters, there are 4 characters who have been researched here. There is. You're getting all 4 of them, then I'll just bring them all up. So
yeah, let's do it.
This one, honestly, I like it. I don't love it. I wish that I'd been able to do this more perfectly, but there just aren't great options of what I have and also available. But this is kind of like the marquee one. This is Sister Mercy. Notice the purple arm.
Yep.
So basically, a nun appears before you. And Philip really doesn't want to do the voice of this one too much.
Put her back.
But she kind of appears and says, what is this place? I am not completely certain of where I am. And Rawlings goes, wait, is do I hear? And he's like, I smell the mist. And the mountain kind of telepathically shoots out. Then you smell the irons that shackle us all. But you basically, like Rawlings is trying to get into the room, and Mo's like, I'll keep him out. And she says, wait, Rawlings? Is Rawlings here? Where am I? And she just kind of is pushing her way past you all. Do you let her go?
Wait. Where are you going?
I believe my friend is here. I don't understand why I'm... Oh.
Well,
is this...
I know, it's all
heaven?
Weird. No, no, this is college.
College.
University.
I understand what a college is. I just, okay, excuse me. She heads out, and you actually hear voices talking out there. The next character being summoned, is, this is, I don't have many options for these. This is a little wellness sprite.
I like it.
So there's another little sprite down there who's, just, kind of like fluttering, and this voice kind of, she can do a little bit of the moving of, but she kind of just wakes up and says, be well, hello, oh dear, is this,
oh no, this
am I,
another one now.
Is this not Prismere's, another what, sorry, oh, are there other employees are there other employees here?
No, well, yes.
No.
There's a morsel and an Ellie bog. You can.
Oh, I don't exactly what. Elipog? Wait, the most famous bard in the multiverse? Okay, well, be well. I'm gonna go attend to her needs, and she kind of flies out. Next up, we'll do this. This has been a hard-fought one for Callie Norner. There is this one's all in black and white.
His little mustache.
There's a shadow. Also, guys, this head here, this is a vintage 1990s head. I threw that on because I just loved that mustache. And he has a little satchel over it, and he's holding pamphlets about shadow elf rights. And he kind of looks around and goes, oh, hey, what is this? Hey, wait, what street am I on? Is this, whoa, am I in a fence? Whoa, wait a minute. Hey, there's color in here? Whoa, crazy. In any case, oh, boy. Wait, am I in color? No, I'm in black. Wait, what the heck? Oh, boy.
There's a queen, perhaps not your queen, but there is a shadow elf queen in the other room.
A queen? No. We're not about the monarchy or any kind of a capitalist systems. We're about a...
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna want to hear about all that, but it's fine. Technically, she's not really gonna be able to do a whole lot anyways, but you are going to be working together.
Wait, I gotta go hand out pamphlets on.
No, I know. I mean, I can. You can give them to me, and I can do them for you. But you're in this room now. I am sorry.
So he kind of just wanders out, and you hear in the distance like, one of my subjects. Wait, why are you completely monochromatic? Hey, lady, I don't know why you're using such weird words, but what you? Oh, you. You look fancy. You from one of the old world, and there's shenanigans out there. Last one. Oh my god. Do you guys know who the last one is?
I haven't looked at the document.
Yes.
Oh no, this is a very fragile one.
Oh,
All right, we'll see how this goes.
sideways.
Sideways.
No. This is a long one because she's wider. This is it goes across the thing.
The word you're looking for is thick.
She's winking.
Who is that?
This is, you see before you, an extremely cute, buxom. Here's the thing, she's very attractive, but she's not like A-list talent. But it's this, she's this like party girl, like blonde hair, and she is wearing a costume that makes her look like a sexy AM FM radio alarm.
Oh.
And she's just there like,
Oh, it's a costume.
It's a
It's
costume.
not.
yes, but
Okay.
I really wanted to represent it, so I did attach arms and legs and things to it. to a
Having not
box.
played the game or like been into or watched any of the Blood from a Stone games, I legitimately assumed it was an AM FM radio with like breasts that was like I thought it was like a creature versus a woman in a costume.
She's like, I do have breasts, but they're below my costume. I'll show you if you want.
No,
Oh my
no,
God,
but-
you're
I mean, I
cute.
guess you can. but
So
I
are
mean,
you. So are you. So's everyone. Hi, how are you guys doing? Is this where the party is going on?
Kind of, but probably not the kind of party
we
you're
can throw a
thinking.
party.
What kind of party? I love parties.
College party?
Oh my God. College parties are so fun. It's so fun to hang out with other sexy co-eds, even though I didn't go to college. As if you could tell, but I am a college girl if you want me to be.
Wow.
So you guys are all college students? That's so hot. Does anyone want to dance with me? You can turn my knobs.
No, thank you. Why don't you go?
What stations do you get on there?
Oh God.
I get all the stations. I get, let's see. I get the, sultry station, and I get the, smooth station, and a station I just call, oh yeah. So yeah, I get all the stations, and I have both bands on the stations too. Does anyone here have any like, if anyone has any, like, I'm kind of tired. If anyone hasn't,
Where
No,
are you
no.
from?
Yeah, there's
where am I
There's
from?
some-
What? Huh? Where am I from? I'm from I'm from Party Town.
No, what
What?
is it called? Party Town?
No, but I was at this place called Voluptua, and it was so hot. Have you guys ever gone on have you guys ever gone on any, like, have you guys done any sex tourism?
No. Is
no.
that illegal?
What? Well, what happens
Not in
Vol-
some countries, no. it
What
wasn't.
happens in Voluptuous? Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you go?
Do you have any pamphlets?
Oh gosh.
I don't. Oh, you hear the other one. You hear the other one from behind going like, "Oh wait, you want pamphlets? I got pamphlets here. You want to read about Yeah, you want some pamphlets, bro?
Wrong
Hey, buddy.
pamphlets, but I mean, we can take the. Well, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, that's fine.
He just gives you a
Okay,
pamphlet.
I think okay. Thank you, and I'll push everybody into the room. Not
Okay.
us, but I will say these people. I'm sure they're something, but I don't think they're very valuable when it comes to whatever's going on in that elevator. We probably need to be a little more strategic about who what are we doing? Summoning who we're reading into life, who we're imagining?
I do have a small strategy. But I mean, because the Queen, Her Majesty up there allows me to bring in lots and lots of shadow elves. So I was thinking, well, if I built like a support team for you guys so that we could be more prepared every time we go in and all that. That's what I was doing.
Okay.
Because I don't want to fight. I don't like getting hurt. My parents would be very upset if I got hurt.
We'll try to all not get hurt, but that might be a good idea, is summoning her little minions. Why don't we?
Well, that wasn't one of her minions. That was just a shadow elf, and I don't think he would like you calling him that. He sounded very upset about the patriarchy or the monarchy or
Wait,
just
one of her people.
ruling classes.
Just trying to, was vibing pretty good there last week with old Ellie Bog, but I felt like we could really beef up the performance a little bit more if we, brought in some other
sexy
sounds.
radio.
Yeah, like the sexy radio.
You gotta blend tunes, right? That's what the music is.
Okay.
And then she's got her little fairy friends flying around.
Do you not remember what happened last time we were here? We went down into the ground below our college and there was a crystal cave. We killed a crystal man and you want to just turn some radio lady's knobs?
Yeah, Connor and I smoked that thing.
Oh my gosh.
Connor would really
I brought some like energy gummies. They use them on bike rides a lot for the longer rides. That should help us down there. They're high in sugar though, so probably don't have a lot of them, but they're really good.
Well,
but I guess Frankie can eat those.
When you go to the gym, you listen to music, right? It gets you pumped up when you're sword fighing.
Okay, but not the kind of pumped up that you're getting thinking about that chick. Okay,
whoa,
we're not going there.
I'm all about the music.
Sure. Okay,
Although there was this one that I kept seeing in the books that intrigued me.
Who?
Something about a jacket. We're still figuring it out.
From the doorway, Tatiana Temple says, "You mean this jacket girl individual, don't you?"
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes, I recall you looking into that. We've had Mr. Rawlings look into her more, over great protest. And basically, Tatiana's in this room with you guys, like this thing. You hear tons of voices coming from the main room where everyone's meeting everyone. And she seems kind of just totally disinterested in everything going on out there. Yes, it seems that Jacket Girl is from a different setting than any of the rest of us. How very fascinating.
And was it something about vintage, which I thought could help us?
Perhaps.
Here.
We're actually quite close to learning more about her. We haven't quite discovered all Jacket Girl's secrets, but she does seem surprisingly powerful. In fact, you guys are 4 lore away. 4 lore, and you discover Jacket Girl. She's legendary. But Tatiana Temple will actually pause and say, that being said, dears, that setting has introduced another entity of note. She brings over some other pages and kind of they've been collated and pulls them forward and says, this individual is of significantly more interest to me. Not someone you could find very easily, but something we should work towards, I think.
Okay, aren't you like a villain in your universe? Why should we believe you?
Darling, I'm not a villain. I'm the villain.
Case in point.
And you should believe me because I always win. See here, she shows you this page. The page is labeled in sort of a very kind of like fine, precise hand. You assume belongs to either her or maybe Rawlings. It says Quag the Teacher.
What is a quag?
Good question. It seems to be an entity from this universe who is incredibly powerful and gifted in some sort of space-based mysticism.
Okay.
Are you all right, Callie? Are your allergies acting up?
No, I'm listening. I'm gonna be making some tea. I'll be in and out.
Understood.
Okay, so how many places are you guys from so far? And do you know if there are more?
Right now, we are from 6 different locales. I am from Alpha City. I am from a world very similar to your own, but one with superheroes and supervillains.
Okay, what book are you from?
I am. Though there do seem to be, and she kind of pulls them out. There seem to be some books titled Temple of Flight, which apparently is something I managed to make happen in an alternate reality. It appears my universe is called Top Flight, which I don't particularly care for. They're my nemesis, but I understand. The heroes sell. The villains make things happen, and the heroes sell the pages. There is also a universe called Grey in the Dark. That is where this new shadow elf you've just brought in comes from, as well as Miss Gianna. And Jumpin' Gianna's like, you hear Jumpin' Gianna's voice like, hey, you're black and white like me. Wanna wrestle? And she says she's from a noir series called Grey in the Dark. Now, there are 2 from there. There are, at this point, 4 entities from a place called Blood from a Stone, a series of horror books.
Wait, but the radio girl, she said she's from Voluptua, but...
Forgive me. 5. Yes, good point. They're actually...
Oh, I thought she was included in the 4.
There are 5. There's Sister Mercy, who we've just met, and she is very intensely trying to speak with Mr. Rawlings, who's excited to see her, but there's some weird energy there. Rawlings, Sister Mercy, Sexy AM/FM radio alarm, which as far as I can tell from our research, and her saying is her name. Hopper, the small white rabbit who's a devil in disguise. And, of course, our mountainous friend, Longibus Mons. 5 from.
Do you think he would like a welcoming party? I don't know how mountains feel about parties.
I doubt he requires a welcoming party, but it's not a bad impulse. From Wellness Beyond the Witchlight, we have 2 fairies now. A meaningless sprite, a wellness sprite, some sort of support staff, as well as a more robust sprite named Moresteel, and Miss Ellie Bob.
Do you know what she's been saying? Because
did you catch her safe word? I'm concerned that may come into play.
Safe words are not something you need to worry about, dear.
I feel like that's just intrinsically untrue. I feel like they're very important. I should worry about them at all points in time.
Callie, do you know the context in which you use the safe word typically?
Yeah, I'm not. I had sex. Yes, I understand what a safe word is for. I'm just.
If you're planning on engaging in activities with these,
I'm just saying you never know where the night could take you. Last 2 weeks, we went into an elevator and fought a crystal thing. Did you know that was on the agenda? No, I'm sure you didn't. So we never know. We should be prepared for all. We never know. What if there's a level with a trivia game and we have to know her safe word, and then you'll feel foolish for thinking it's just about sex.
That's a good point. I mean, it is just about sex, especially with that one. But you're right.
It's about the music.
Oh God.
Fascinating. In any case, myself, Miss Wednesday Line, and the Umbral Queen, as yet, do not have any further individuals from our domains present.
Okay, are there people from your domains that are useful?
She taps...
Like superheroes.
Well, superheroes have absolutely limited use in a context like this. You want people who can make things happen. She taps twice on a folder called The Interior Man. One that has been discovered, but could still use more transcription. He'd be a wonderful gentleman to focus on. He'd empower me, and if our dear Frankie were to be connected to him. Where is Frankie anyway?
She's not back here yet.
Point of fact,
I believe her flight got canceled. I think she has to.
Frankie.
Yeah,
she was on Southwest. Oh.
Yeah.
In fact,
she was on Northeast.
She was on Northeast flights. Frankie, she said she'd trust my judgment. I don't know. Do you guys want a different answer to that, or do you want to say that Frankie's stuck on a Southwest flight? Because that's fantastic.
A Northeast flight.
Northeast Airlines, yeah. All right.
I mean, whatever is fine. If you want to,
whatever's.
Have her buried in an avalanche that she's.
No. She. Frankie told me a reason she might not be present, but she also said she'll trust the judgment. So I do really like the Northeast Airways crack. So that's entirely up to you guys. She left notice. She just said in chat. It actually appears if we'll say that Callie, you check your phone, and you actually see a thing of Frankie says. Frankie tells you, I have a date because I have a life, losers.
That doesn't sound like the Frankie we met.
then it says, just kidding. I'm off to contest the limitations on freshmen becoming RAs. which
that sounds more like
that sounds more like it. Yeah. So so you guys find that out.
Should have stuck with the flight.
Tatiana goes, I think she's just avoiding me. I intimidate her, can't think why.
Maybe it's those laughs.
Maybe she doesn't like the smell of the
Like a less
cigarettes
villainous.
coming from you.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
can I
don't.
say?
I have asthma.
The point
She
is,
wouldn't.
my dears, well, this Quag the teacher is quite interesting to me.
Oh, okay.
I think this individual is from a setting not currently represented by the 6 primaries present. She's from a place called Star Tales.
Isn't that where that jacket girl was from?
Correct. As well as an individual we have a bit of rumors on. Someone called... This is mainly a joke for you two. Oh no, there's a few. We've recently heard rumors of someone named Train Sadie Tell. We also have rumors of a love-struck woman. How fascinating. And we have rumors of a cultist of Pinassus.
Excuse me?
Precisely. Point being, this Star Tales realm is intriguing to me. Some of the research, well, is interesting. You're welcome to peruse it yourselves, dears. The other realm, the other setting that we've heard some rumor of, but we have much less context about, is a place called Blue Moon.
Yeah, I think I saw something on a villager or something.
There's a villager, and we've also have rumors of fishers from that place, as well as a woman named Wiki. The point being, as of yet, there seem to be 6 settings we've encountered characters from, and 2 others. At least.
Okay. So,
And perhaps we'll meet other noteworthy individuals.
I understood that reference.
I would hope so. Your shirt looks like Pip's.
Oh, I know. That's why I bought it. Okay, so either we summon more people from the domains or the books or comics or whatever that we already have,
Precisely.
or we try to find at least one person from all of the domains and we go from there. I'll ask this again.
Oh,
sorry,
sure.
sorry,
go.
sorry.
Yeah,
No,
go
you're
ahead, go
fine.
ahead, go ahead.
It just occurred to me I should have just waited.
I'm so sorry.
So she just mentioned that there are other domains called like Blue Moon and Star Tales.
Star Tales,
So-
wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Star Okay.
I think Disby bought it recently.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Along with Ronald Muck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So we can just try to get more people from where everybody we already have is from, or we can try to get one person from every other one to see who's in those books and who's most valuable in their opinion and go from there. How many places are there?
That,
Is there-
darling, is the question.
It's a big library.
Indeed.
Yeah, but are all of the characters in all of the books capable of, and she'll point at Tatiana, this?
Well, no one's capable of this, darling. But your point stands. Are you... I didn't... Seeing no one from my own home turf, as it were, I didn't feel the need to... I got a good look at the new arrivals, but if you wish to get to know them better and learn how they fit into things, you're certainly more than welcome to. I also, heard a little dinging in the foyer, if you care. You may not wish to go with a small group, but...
Oh, the elevator's back? We should definitely go.
Well, Don't you remember what happened last time? Again.
Yeah, we smoked a crystal golem thing.
You and Connor smoked it. Connor's not here. It would just be you.
We got you two.
Also,
and you got a whole bag of supplies?
Doug, I'll even say that you're pretty sure Nova's supposed to be here. You know she's back in town.
Well, she is my roommate, so...
Oh, then Callie, yes, you know she's in town. So, and sure enough, you guys will say that if you guys look at your phones, you see an email from Nova. It reads, this came 2 minutes ago. Dear new friends, the ghost told me not to come to the library today. Not sure why, but maybe it's all these new beings we're encountering and they're jealous. If there's any new developments, please do reach out by carrier pigeon. Love and light, Nova.
Are there
I hope carrier pigeon isn't my nickname because I can just tell her when I get back to the room. I really hope that's not.
No, I think she meant literal bird.
But where would we get pigeon? Is there a pigeon we're supposed to research?
We can email her back. It's fine. We also have the group chat. Why did she email us?
Because the ghost told her to.
Told her.
Oh, specifically to email. Okay. Well, you know.
But I do like your idea, Medina, of getting some representation from each of these places to learn more.
Okay, so maybe we should get this quag thing.
I mean, seems like it's a lot to do to get this quag.
Indeed. Quag is... I'll tell you guys what, so please go to your character sheets and make sure you're not going to build one. You're on your base levels. Okay?
Okay.
We roll dice so rarely in this system, and I know it's all remember. But anyone who'd like to may make a read person using their base on Tatiana Temple, the Cleopatra of crime.
Sorry, which one is that?
It's under will, read person.
There it is.
All right, let's do it.
So how does this work again?
So roll however many dice you have, and you're looking for matches.
Oh god, I'm going to be no help at all,
I
guy.
don't have read
Those are
person.
D10s. That
Sure
was
you do,
not.
Medina.
Wait, where? Oh my god, I got 2 2s.
Oh,
I
I
actually
do.
did a thing.
You got 2 2s.
Nope.
Matches, Doug?
No.
No matches.
Continuing the straights, though.
Callie,
Just
with 2 2s, rhetoric is strategy, tactics, wisdom, communication. This is a great one for kind of an insight roll, basically. You can tell that Tatiana Temple has seen something in the discovery of Quag. There is some term, there is some tag, Callie, on Quag that
Tag on quag.
she is tag on Quag, hashtag tag on Quag, hashtag tag on Quag. Something about Quag is like sparking her. She's clearly not going to tell you what it is necessarily, but there is something that
Can we look it up? Because since she's discovered,
anyone who's discovered, you know in game. You even understand what power they'll provide you. Yes.
So I'm gonna guess it's the Arcane Abomination tag.
Indeed. That may be one. She seems very intrigued. We'll even say, Callie, that with you guessing that in real life and whatever, her eyes sort of flutter across that, and there's this weird, She seems to have some connection to that tag. So yes, you deduce that, or you that's an insight you have into her person.
But we have to summon 3 people before we can even summon Quag.
Okay, well, let's...
maybe we should start with this jacket girl.
God,
She's
one of the people's name is Lady Perverse. I don't know that we should go down this route.
Well, Jacket Girl seems harmless.
You hear Sex AM up and being like, whoever that is sounds great. Bring her, the more the merrier.
I really think this whole vintage thing will help.
Okay, sure.
And then maybe we should bring her friend in, the inside man.
Interior man.
The interior man will be useful. Believe me, the interior man is quite powerful.
Is he discovered?
He is discovered. You can see what it is he does.
Okay.
we'll hold off on that. Let's get more information on this other world.
There's also this Susan.
Susan.
From her
Oh,
world.
Susan. I'm familiar with Susan. Susan is a low priority, believe me.
Well, you don't get to decide that.
Fair enough. But if you want any more help, you know where I am. I'll be in the room with all the other summoned individuals. She heads out. You guys are alone again.
Who should we look at from that Blue Moon place?
I don't know. Can I get the Blue Moon?
Sure, there are 3 characters you have any information about for Blue Moon. 2 of them are minor characters, a Blue Moon villager and a Blue Moon fisher. One of them is named Wiki, and she is not discovered, but she's rumored. But she has a name. I'll say that even with the when someone is rumored, I should add this to the rules of it. When someone's rumored, one thing you do learn is their rarity. So you guys already, having seen this shadow elf agitator and this wellness sprite show up, you can tell that they're a little more just like one-dimensional than the other characters you have. They do provide you some powers, but they're going to be smaller powers. Go ahead, Medina.
So once we learn about these characters, do we get an idea of the story, or it's just the characters?
You understand some context of the story, sure.
Is there a character, and I'm asking this both in-game and out-of-game,
Sure.
I guess, that could be considered like a lore master that could help us navigate? Because even with, if one of us gets completely involved into one world, we still only have that knowledge of one world, and we are hoping that the person that knows that world has understood everything, correctly.
Excellent
Is there a
question.
character we can summon to help us navigate many worlds that we can't possibly figure out?
Many
on our own?
worlds. As of now, you're unaware of that. You do, however, know that certain characters, like Mr. Rawlings...
Is there a DM, perhaps,
A DM you could summon, yeah. You do know that there is a gentleman named Rawlings, and he has knowledge in dread, which means he knows about the blood from a stone stuff. He has overarching knowledge of that. So some characters give you knowledge in things that would help know about their area.
So if the DM isn't a character we can summon, perhaps we should summon one kind of lore master from each world to help us figure this out.
I have not applied it yet. I'll have to figure it out. Callie. I would like for you to roll an analyze on your base. And if you want to spend any power before you do this, you may certainly do so. But
Analyze. Oh, that's 6.
6 is pretty
How do I
good.
spend power?
You spend power to, you could spend 2 power to give yourself an extra die. You could spend 2 power to predetermine one of your dies to a specific side, or you can spend 3 to re-roll them after you've rolled them. Or you can spend 5 to change one to something you really want. And this is an open thing, so the better you do on this, the more intel you'll get. So go ahead and make an analyze as you look this all over.
So that says 6 SD, so 6 die, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
6 SD.
Okay, so I have 2 8s.
Nice.
I have 2 1s.
Okay.
And I have a 2 and a 7, so I can re-roll 1 die. Or what was the 5 die one?
The 5 die would be you could turn your 2 or your 7 to either a 1 or an 8. So you'd have 3 in something. Or you can stick with 2 successes. You could also re-roll them for 3, but then you have to spend 1 die for each one you want to keep. So you'd have to spend 7 to re-roll just the 2 and keep the ones that match.
Yeah, no, actually, I think I'm going to spend the 5.
Okay.
And roll and make 1 an 8.
One of the, so make the 2 or the 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, doesn't make that.
That's great because of knowledge, secrets, considerations, supposition. All that sort of stuff.
Yes.
And grammar is great too because of, actually, these are 2 excellent ones to roll for the question at hand. Callie.
Oh, well then I'll go ahead and spend 10. Can I do that?
And give yourself 2 3s? Absolutely. Spend 10.
Yeah. Also, question.
Yeah, sure. I love that.
I'll have 13 back by the end of by next week, right?
You have 13 back after 13 hours. Or you gain 1 per hour. So
yeah, by the time we play again, I'll have more.
All right, yeah, cool. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Then yeah, I'm spending 10.
All right. Because of this excellent usage, you realize something about the tags. You have an insight into how the tags work. This is your 3rd degree success in grammar, about structure, and literally it's about mechanics. This is a thing you're understanding. There are these tags. The tags work in different ways. Sometimes the tags merely work so that things will relate to one another. For example, the Shadow Elf grants some abilities all the Shadow Elves can sort of see in the dark. The Shadow Elves have another tag, in fact, and I don't think I've shared this with you. I haven't made all the tags public yet, but I'm going to start doing this, so this is actually kind of a fun intro to this. There are 2 things that Shadow Elves have intrinsically to all of them. You can see in total darkness as if it is bright light. So basically, Shadow Elves are unaffected by the dark. And Shadow Elves are unaffected by purple mist.
That's something we haven't encountered yet, right?
Well, did we see Sister Mercy's arm?
Sister Mercy's arm was having some mist, and all the reading about blood from a stone has stuff about mist as well.
Oh, okay. I'm really glad I got that.
Point being, so you know about Shadow Elves, but the point of this is, that's a power all Shadow Elves grant, but then also sometimes these tags will give, like, where it's just like, anyone who's a Shadow Elf, I get these things. So sometimes the tag gives an intrinsic thing. Sometimes it's a specific, it's just kind of like villain doesn't have, being a villain doesn't do anything other than interact with things that have the villain tag. There's no universal thing given to everyone as a villain.
Yeah.
2 things you understand as you look at these bigger picture and you now begin to like make some suppositions, kind of consider the secrets. 1, arcane abomination must mean something. Arcane abomination, and I'm saying this now to everyone out there and specifically to KJ and Lauren, arcane abomination is a term. So you know that means something, but you are now trying to realize there needs to be another tag. There's a tag you're looking for, a tag called Lore Master. So because you're basically this is a game that is asked and it shall be answered, I am now creating a new tag called Lore Master, and some characters are going to have this tag, so that is now a searchable thing. You can search for Lore Masters, and you will come up with people who can tell you everything about their domain. At a minimum, a Lore Master gives you a great deal of knowledge in their own domain, in their own setting. But
at minimum,
but perhaps there are Lore Masters who know about more than one setting.
Okay.
So,
I'm intrigued.
That being said, you've done that. Is anyone here good at research? I know that Callie is, but are either of the other of you good at research?
Where would that be? Knowledge?
It is under knowledge. No, it's under intellect. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Just 2 SD for me.
A 5. I'm
5.
decent.
Medina, would you please make a research roll as you're hearing about arcane? This idea of an arcane abomination. Callie, I'm gonna have you do it as well in a moment. But I'm gonna give you a moment before that happens.
Does our power regenerate ever?
Power regenerates 1 per hour.
Once an hour.
You get 1 back each hour.
Okay. I do have 2 1s, which is grammar.
Great. I'm going to say because of that, your research, a grammar, that's perfect. That's structure and thing. You, upon research, realize that... I'm going to say that you realize, based on the fact that she knows about it, you are going to say, we need to research the comic books for the term arcane abomination.
Oh, the bleeding gangster.
So, Callie, if you would please make a research roll, Now, you have contemporary fiction that won't help you here. It is a shame that Frankie's not here, because Frankie has comic books, so she would give a bonus to this. But since she's out trying to become an RA, she cannot help at this instance. But
Can we call her? So she can assist?
yes, I think, you know what?
Can we phone a friend? Yeah.
I think you can phone a friend. I think it would be reasonable for you guys to phone Frankie. Must learn more about arcane abomination. Medina. Sorry, guys. I'm saying out loud as I type stuff. Medina realizes in comics they call Frankie. I'm going to absolutely assume that Aaron would be fine with assisting. So, you guys you may have her 2 bonuses on comic books as she makes suggestions about which issues.
Just 2 more dice.
2 more dice. So, what is your research, Callie?
6.
6. Great. So you knew enough to call her, so you're basically giving her 2 bonuses for free, Medina, with your research on figuring that out. Doug, what are you up to during all this?
He's hitting on the radio.
Yeah.
Doug is, okay.
He's changing stations.
All right, so while actually, before you make that roll, so yeah, you're talking to the radio.
Trying to get, Ellie Bog and the radio in tune.
Well,
right?
the radio basically like sings a little bit, and you can tell she can't sing. However, Ellie Bog says, "Oh, hey, Doug, be well. I just found out a groovy, cool thing. See that nun over there? She's actually a really good singer. She's a performer."
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And in fact, yes, Sister Mercy is literally a performer. She has the tag.
Oh, come on over.
Okay, she's like staring at Rawlings with this weird intensity, but she breaks away and comes over and says, "Yes, what can I do for you?"
Trying to put together some jams here.
Well, music is a pathway to God, but I must tell you, music can also, in some circumstances, unlock great evils that can destroy your mind. You must be very cautious.
Or we could just find something to vibe on.
No.
I think that's just Baby Shark, honestly.
Vibing and basically, sexy AMF and radio goes, "Wait, you have a vibe on? Wait, is that what they're called?" I would love to get is somebody has a vibe on? That would be amazing. Like, we could have a real party here. God, there's so many hot people here, and a mountain. Hey, Daddy Mountain. I like my men.
Yes,
I like my men cold. And he says,
no.
"I am no man. I am the stone and darkness itself." Rawlings says, "This is so fascinating." And Sister Mercy's like, "But Rawlings, I must speak of my new feelings for you." What are you talking? Point is, a lot's going on, Doug. But if you want her to be a performer, that's maybe a thing that is. Ellie Bog is into the idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab Doug then.
Okay, so Benita's going out. Meanwhile, Callie, you're looking through comics.
So 8 die, right?
8 die.
8 d8s.
8 d8s.
Okay, what do we got? Okay, we got 2 5s. We got 2 4s.
Ooh.
Okay. And then the rest of those don't match.
Okay. So you have 2 second-degree matches of 5s and 4s.
Let me take a look at what is that? Music and arithmetic.
Music and arithmetic.
Yeah, I guess I'll just let that lie.
All right. You do not manage to find a comic book that references the term arcane abomination. With those degrees of success, you don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
But you are able to find 2 things that sort of like that leads you to something. One is your understanding that like arcane and eldritch are like related type terms, So there's this guy, Captain Eldritch. We're not sure of that. But the point is...
Can I search Eldritch Blast?
Eldritch Blast, yeah, you do, and there's some upsetting ones. But basically, you find... I will say that with those rolls, you don't have full confirmation, but you get to the idea that Captain Eldritch created something that is an abomination. some weird monster. You don't see it in a thing, but you see reference to it. So you are realizing that what she was freaking out about, what Tatiana Temple was freaking out about, is that she must be aware of an arcane abomination from her own reality. And she is seeing that there is another one from another reality. So your assumption is whatever this entity they're looking for, you don't know its name with a doubled success. You get that it's in there. You know it's connected to Captain Eldritch. You know it's referenced by Synth Devil. So those are two names that now are you know of those names. They're not discovered for you yet. But
since we did this research in game today, if tomorrow I wanted to research lore masters. Is there a way, with the research we've done in game today, to define that?
To learn what a lore master is. Absolutely. Oh, should I have you guys be able to research tags? Is that what it should be? Should you be able to, ask what a tag is? Maybe I should just tell you what tags are. I don't have them all fully written up, but I will begin sharing what tags mean. How about that? You'll start learning what the tags mean. Lore Master, I've already told you. A Lore Master is someone who, at a minimum, can give you a lot of information about their setting. Sorry, what's your question? Sorry.
No, I mean, to sharpen the research so that... Does the work we did in game today help sharpen the research that I want to do tomorrow so that I don't need nearly as much, I guess?
That's such an interesting question. And the answer is, you've just learned a couple of names. Captain Eldritch and Synth Devil. If you'd like to ask anyone here about them, you could.
The only one we could ask would be Tatiana.
Indeed.
And KJ doesn't want to ask her because she would lie.
But the point is, one thing you are confident of with those roles, you don't know the name of the specific person, but you do understand that based on her reaction and the nature of these tags, the nature of these taxonomic descriptors, some entity from Top Flight, whose name you all know but you don't know in game, is an arcane abomination, and so is Quag. What? That's interesting. So, the point being, if you'd like to ask Tatiana Temple, you could go ask her about one of those names you learned and see what happens.
Did you share that with the rest of us?
No. Wait, no, because I don't want to sound stupid. No.
Also, point of order, I'm checking chat right now. So yes, many of you have been researching by tag. That means that you've been researching characters to whom these tags apply. What I'm saying is perhaps I should allow you guys to research a tag to find out what a tag does, but I think I'll just tell you. That's silly. We'll allow you guys to find out what the tags do over time. That's fine.
Callie would tell Doug, and what all that. Yeah, she would absolutely say that, but just with more fluff in between.
Okay, so basically, Medina's brought Doug back in, and you've filled in on what has been learned.
Yeah.
Hey, Tatiana.
I don't know that she's. I mean, I know what I said, and I know I said that she would be able to answer the question, but I don't know that she's definitely. She's a woman.
You've summoned me again. Find something interesting, dears?
Do you know a Captain Eldritch
and Synth Devil.
Edgar.
Captain Eldritch and Synth Devil. I am familiar with one more than the other. You've been doing some research?
We are in a library.
With all the talking outside, I can see why you would be confused that it might not be.
What is it you want to know about Captain Eldritch?
What is the arcane abomination that he...
Ooh. Fascinating. That is something that I am not personally fully aware of, but I have many theories. But I know its name. It's called the Fleecing Schemester. Indeed.
What?
It's the Fleecing Schemester. It's this horrid little gremlin of a thing.
Damn,
What game does he have a tag called Muppet?
You'll find out if you guys research him. She will.
But then so would Quag.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So
Arcane
Muppets.
Abomination, just another word for Muppet.
Quag would, because Quag's a Yoda species, would have a puppet thing.
I thought she was a Yoda.
I think the tag would be Henson Creature Shop, like feature film Creature Shop. But she's sort of having this interesting thing. The Fleecing Schemester is an arcane abomination, a creature of magic that doesn't function the way it's meant to. It stands in opposition to the rules of the world. And it seems that this Quag the teacher is similar, but unlike the Fleecing Schemester, is not an entity of chaos and destruction, but seems to be someone capable, and she's kind of showing you the Quag thing, of allowing new abilities. Do you see what it is she does? Do you see what her power that she would grant you in that place? Do you understand the context? She allows you to copy other abilities or even create ones wholesale. After all.
That's pretty sweet.
And in fact, on the thing of Quag, if you see there, it says, in the dark side, all things are possible. So basically, her power lets you create new powers, gain new powers. The point being, the Fleecing Schemester is an agent more of chaos. He disrupts. He can steal spellcasters. I would imagine that any power that entity had would be all about disrupting magic, changing how it functions. At this point, you all receive $100 lore about the Fleecing Schemester.
Ooh!
What do we need? 15,000?
Lore, you need 300.
I thought he'd be more
bad.
for whatever reason.
Oh,
Okay.
no, you need 300. He's mythic, so you learn he's mythic. So yes, he is a mythic.
Okay.
Captain Eldritch is the master of is a typically superhero, but not always. Captain Eldritch is the one who has claimed the power Eldritch. It's something that I apparently have done in other alternate universes. But Captain Eldritch, there was one of late who created this Fleecing Schemester. His name is Dustin Howell. He's a bit of an interesting figure, to say the least.
In a good way or a bad way?
It depends on your context. But mostly in a eye-roll-inducing way. That being said, you are college students, so some of you would probably still be attracted to his general energy.
I feel like I should be offended by that statement. but
You
no, I'm
receive 35 lore about Captain Eldritch as she describes who he is. He would clearly be a very powerful spellcaster. More powerful than I am, given the source of the power he can command. Also, he is legendary.
Oh.
There you go. But you now know the name of another arcane abomination, and you know Captain Eldritch. Those will now be rumored characters for you. But you also are getting onto this idea of lore masters, and that is perhaps a more transformative overall sort of idea. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Any other questions, my dears? I have to say, Callie, I'm impressed.
Thank you, actually. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Wait.
I'm going to go watch the, I think the radio is playing strip poker with the Sprite, so we're going to go see how that goes.
Doug,
She sort of
No.
walks out.
Maybe we should
I grab his collar and pull him back.
So should we go check out that elevator?
Maybe if we don't go very far.
Let's just see what we can find.
Can I have gotten the actual swords from the fencing gym?
Fencing gym?
Sure. Sure.
Got my
I may
hockey
not have
sticks
been in
this time?
fencing in real life, but I know that's not what they called it.
well, like, I'm not sure what a college would have for that.
I think just a regular gym. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And maybe we
Okay,
can
so-
bring more of our friends now, and that'll help.
That is true.
That's a good point.
You could
Okay.
actually bring more people if you wish. Now that, however, even though it can be sort of a temporary thing, that is something where I would want more of the group here to sort of divvy up. Although, why don't you guys kind of both in game? So you now have go ahead.
Is it permanent? I thought we could
It's not permanent.
pop in and out.
It's not permanent, but like that's true. It is. Yeah, you can sort of pop in and out. So, you have.
Can we borrow them?
You could borrow. I'm gonna say without like full permission, I wouldn't want any of you to gain like the 6 main ones that you have. I wouldn't borrow those. But so there is a shadow elf, Callie. So you can take a shadow elf on, and that just gives you an extra thing, and doesn't cost you anything. Doesn't even cost a slot. And if you want, so yeah, if you want to bring the Shadow Elf Agitator in with you, you can go and sort of ask him to say you're going to come with me to something.
I want to bring him and the queen.
Well, yes, the queen is kind of all like the queen. Like you could, of course, get rid of the queen and put somebody else on, but she's kind of default on for you guys. Medina, you have Wednesday. There are various other individuals you could bring with you if you'd like. You have a total of 2 other slots now. Wednesday can only give you a free slot for somebody who is from Murder by Murder, but since there's no one from Murder by Murder here, your 2 slots would kind of just go to just any other 2 people.
Okay. I'm gonna take. Is anybody able to do anything?
They're all able to do a lot of things. So your top 3 people, I'll just, guys, also this is kind of a casual game, so I'm going to just explain some stuff. So here is what here's what the new people can do. Sexy AM FM radio alarm gives you 2 study dice on charm rolls, 2 bonus study dice on any rolls related to dancing, seduction, or physical intimacy. And it only costs you 1 power to gain additional bonus study die or predetermine a subject rather than 3 if you're doing things related to those 3 things. Sister Mercy gives you 2 study dice on medicine and gives you a custom will that's missed arm where you can attack with a missed arm. What's a missed arm?
And we know this.
That's a missed arm.
That's cool.
See, it's purple.
We know this, right? In game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The Shadow Elf
Whatever's
Agitator.
on this sheet, we know.
Yes, the Shadow Elf Agitator gives you 1 study die on read person rolls. Now, in the same way in a D&D game, you know this in the context of makes you better at that. There's not actual, like, dice, in the world, but you get the idea. The Shadow Elf Agitator gives you a study die on read person and +2 knowledge of the Shadow World. And then whenever you're trying to evade capture, you can re-roll and keep your dice without paying a penalty. So you still pay the 3 to re-roll, but you don't have to pay extra ones to keep some die. Kind of makes it easier for you to escape. Of the summoned ones, Rawlings gives you a subject and a lore die on research, +2 knowledge and dread, and you can spend 1 power to reroll dodge instead of the 3 cost. Hopper gives you a lore die on sneak, knowledge +3 in fiendish magic, knowledge +1 in arcane magic, and 1d4 damage to any magic-based attack as they get hit with hellfire. More Steel is actually pretty serious. More Steel's 2 subject dice on all coordination rolls. Medina. Of course, Doug may be asking for more Steel, but you getting more coordination on top of what Wednesday already gives you? Because what's your build 1 coordination?
Build 1 coordination is 3 study subject dice +1 lord die.
Ah, cool. So this would be 5 study dice plus 1 lore dice. So that means every time you make a coordination thing, at a minimum, you roll 6 dice, and you can turn one of them to whatever you want. But Doug may claim that as she is from the setting there. Who are some other ones here? So that's more steel, and then that's the 3. Oh, and we didn't say the did I say the wellness sprite yet?
No.
She is 1 study die and detect vibe rolls. You can spend 1 power to just kind of center yourself, gain perspective, lead everyone some meditation, just generally improve the vibe of any space you're in. There's not really a mechanical component to this, but it's not really about that. Be well.
But then there is something about having a staff in it.
There is something about having a staff, and I think I already shared that. I did describe that, but I'm putting be well in chat. Hold on. Yes, I did describe that. So the way staff and guest works, if you have 1 staff and you have 1 guest, you can reduce the power cost of changing a subject after a roll is made by 1 for each pair. So it goes down to 4 for you to change. Because that way, the staff member is making sure the guest gets everything they need. So if you, Doug, were to take, you could basically take the study guide, the wellness sprite, to be your staff member. You have a guest in Ellibog, and that would give you, that one could come for free, because she is from Wellness Beyond the Witchlight, the wellness sprite. And then you could also bring more steel for free, because she is a familiar, and Ellibog is a spellcaster.
But if Medina wants to take more steel,
or Medina could take more steel.
I could take the rabbit.
Okay. You're muted.
I will take Sister Mercy and the Sprite.
More steel, you mean?
More steel.
That's what
So Medina is going to have, her 3 characters are going to be Wednesday Line, Sister Mercy, and More Steel, all buzzing around your head. Doug is going to have Hopper, the Wellness Sprite, and
Radio.
Sexy AMF and Radio, and Ellibog.
Yeah, I think I still have 1 more slot, but we'll... Because the familiar is free and...
Oh, but that's the Wellness Sprite is not a familiar.
But the rabbit is.
Oh, the rabbit's a familiar. Ha ha! The rabbit is free for you because of Ellibog. Yeah, so you could take 1 more person. Callie, who would you like to take?
I don't know, besides the 2 shadow elves.
You're taking 2 shadow elves. People actually have kind of claimed, a lot of people, you could bring Rawlings. He would make your, if you bring Rawlings, your research becomes obscene if there's any research to be done in the world. Your research becomes 8 study die plus 1 lore die, I think. Isn't that what Rawlings grants? Yeah, Rawlings gives 1 subject and 1 lore die on all research rolls. You have 6 on research, so that would give you 7 plus a lore die, so it's 8 every time. Now, my friends, obviously you understand there is some complexity to this game, so you guys need to apply these changes of everyone. I would recommend you copy-paste onto your character sheets into this current build. Copy-paste the text. You see that over there on the sort of like, on the, to the right of subject dice, and I know, KJ, I'm sorry, you do have to scroll in both directions on this sheet because there's a lot going on. But if you go to active facets, you can add more facets and call this build 1, you know, this is your build 1. As you guys sort of take these people in. And so, and make sure you're doing it to build 1, or make a copy of build 1, you know, if you want to keep what build 1 currently gives you, you know, however you want to do it. But the point is, this game will kind of involve the players kind of like putting together their sheets periodically to, you know, and if you have any questions, it doesn't have to be perfect, obviously, but if you have any questions, let me know. But that's part of the fun of this thing. They can throw on other people. For my own knowledge, this is working with, they'll check out the elevator. Doug brings Hopper, Wellness Sprite, Sexy AM FM, and Ellibog. Medina brings Wednesday, Mercy, and More Steel. Callie brings Shadow Elves and Rawlings. Yes, do you have a question?
So we need to do this every time we like take in different characters.
This is why I would probably say, for the most part, you guys are not going to be changing it up every time. For the most part, you will say, here's my build. Here's what I'm bringing in.
Dan might.
Dan might, and he's welcome to. But that's why today I think you guys are just kind of doing willy-nilly. Once everyone's here, there can be some like I'd like to generally claim this character for my use, you know, because they kind of go with what I'm trying to do.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is more having to do with the page. How it looks like there's a formula in like I get a +2 to medicine.
Oh yes, you will rewrite over all of those. Those things all are just making it so. I know. Yeah, this is some chat about how the character sheets work. Right now, it has a formula where it's just equaling what's at the top. You will overwrite. You will physically type in to add more dice to a thing. So, like for example, yeah, for your medicine. Here, I'll go to your page right now. Are you doing this on copy of build 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. So your medicine you would just type in 5 SD.
Okay.
So
Yes,
for the agitator,
yes,
says gain 1 study die on read person rolls.
Yep.
So I just go over here. There's 2 SD, so now that's 3.
Yes, on whichever build this is, you just change that to, yeah, correct.
Oh, it's a formula though.
It is a formula, so you just over type it and that gets rid of the formula. So just type 3 SD and enter and that'll be what it says.
Oh.
Yeah. It's only a formula to populate it ahead of time.
Got it.
If that makes sense. Yeah. I know this is fascinating viewing for everyone as they play with spreadsheets, but you know what? Damn it.
Love spreadsheets.
That's what RPGs are to me, is spreadsheets.
What
You do have 3 hardcore spreadsheet enthusiasts here right now, by the way. You have 3 people right now who really like spreadsheets. Go ahead.
I was just asking for your formatting for the gray background. Does that mean something?
Oh, gray background was typically me just, you can do it if you want to. Gray background is me showing you, hey, you're better than average at these.
Oh, okay.
That's for your usage if you like it.
Where would I put the skills? Under facets?
I would say, yes. So I would say over under active facets, I would just copy paste those people.
Mistarm.
For your under your active facets, if you want to. I would copy that box and paste it into that thing.
Yeah.
Just so you got it.
And then what was the guest one more time?
The way guests and stuff works is basically, just make a note that because you have a guest staff pair, it only costs you with this. Actually, yeah, just change it on your thing. Actually, Kevin. Go down under general uses for power, which is under the subject dice key. Change 5 to 4 in the bottom thing. It only costs you 4 to change a subject die. Or to change a... Also, I keep saying it wrong. Study die, subject is what the faces are called. Blech. Sorry, Callie. What were you saying?
Oh, gosh.
Well, no, now... Okay, so, all right. The agitator says gain 1 study die, so I went and changed it to 3 SD.
Perfect.
Rawlings says 1 subject die.
I know, that's a mistake. I will change that right now with the thing. I accidentally say subject die all the time. It's always study die. Subject is what's on a study die. Wish they didn't both start with the same letter, but they do.
Okay.
So study die. So study die are just normal D8s. Lore die are D8s where you can change them after the fact.
So where is that reflected on the sheet, I guess?
For you... So he gives you 1, let's see, in build 1, your research should say 7 SD plus 1 LD.
Oh, it's a little math problem. Okay.
Yeah.
I also physically cannot paste into active facets. It goes into one little box.
Oh, okay. So here's a little tip on this. Again, spreadsheet time. What you want to do is here I can help you with this instance. This is a little complicated. Okay. We're going to remerge these all together. Now,
okay.
Tap in it and get the cursor there so it's text entry and then paste.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Can you just double check mine and make sure it's like...
Absolutely.
I haven't completely butchered it. And...
research there. And, add yourself in your knowledge, make a new category of dread and give +2 for that.
Oh, yeah, I missed that.
2LD.
Wait, now the font is all wonky.
It is wonky. I don't know why yours is going so weird. I can fix that part.
Okay.
I don't know why it changed
The
literally everything.
stuff I'm learning is making Callie look goth, and she is the farthest thing from goth.
There you go.
Thank you.
So anyway, the point is, my friends, yeah, this is why you guys will want to kind of have builds figured out. As you go in. And yes, this is how multiple personalities are created. That's certainly is a case of it. So, how are we all feeling?
Good.
Oh, you're also bringing in more steel. Sorry, I'll bring more steel in for you real quick.
I think I got all mine.
You have not tried to put more steel in yet, have you, Lauren?
No, I'm
great.
gonna.
I got it right now. I'm here.
Oh, thank you.
So fun times. Now, also, you guys are using all of the study, so all the people, so you probably won't get all of these people when everyone's back next time. You know, you won't have.
Yeah.
So you get 2 coordination on all coordination, which is preposterous. So boom. Oh wait, nope, just kidding. So at this time, as I finish these up for some folks, oh my gosh, your melee weapon is absurd, Lauren. You can't have more steel.
She's highly trained.
This game is a mistake. When you have Wednesday and more steel on here, she has her melee weapon precision is 8 study die plus 1 lore die. So she's gonna stab people. You also gain 1 on intellect rolls, 1 subject die. Okay, so that's 5 on that. That goes up to. Huh? Oh.
So.
I see.
All right, never mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nope, I did it wrong. I gave myself a study die instead of a lore die.
There you go. Oh no, Lauren, you'd already done that. Shoot, I fucked that up. Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're perfect.
I don't know what's happening.
You're perfect.
Thanks.
Yeah, and that one should be 6 though. Okay, great. Okay, so anyway, you guys have made some builds. So you're going to go into the to the new place. I'll also say this took about an hour in game, so if you have spent any power, go ahead and give yourself power back.
Oh, but yeah. So does the power I spend outside is still the same power that I would spend
still
inside?
the same mental power, yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. So they should both say 4 at this point now. Okay.
Indeed. So. Yes. Perfect. I'm not going to get... There's another thing that actually is supposed to go on, but I'm actually not going to deal with that right now. Perfect. So, as you guys have done this, Kevin, are you good?
I believe so.
Wonderful.
I think I got it.
So we will say that the 3 of you summon characters. So at this point, it's actually everyone. No, they're even there too. Longevous Mons, Tatiana Temple, and Jumpin' Gianna are standing kind of like off to one side as you have marshaled all the other characters to yourselves. And Mo is like, what are you guys doing? You're going in that elevator again? Sexy. And I was like, ooh, after party time. Here we go. What's this?
Gonna be a blast.
What's this gesture you keep? What's the gesture the little fairies keep doing?
The characters you're bringing sound like a nightmare in my head. Like that sounds.
What's it?
What do you mean?
Eat well. What's this? Eat well. What's this about?
Just
I don't know. I'm crazy.
Girl.
So point being, you guys are standing there. The elevator is present.
Shall we?
I do have the sword, just FYI.
Sure.
I grabbed
I'm gonna bring my hockey stick this time.
Love it. Doug's got a
Maybe I'll bring the helmet too. Why not?
Sure.
Let's throw
Go
it
ahead.
on.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
did you bring the extra that I could use it? It's not. It's fine. I'll be fine. I'll just.
Callie asked for an extra sword. Did you bring her a sword? Dina?
Yes, but I will give her my blunt saber because I don't want her to hurt herself.
I'm I mean, I was inventing too. I was telling you that last time.
That's right. Okay, then
I know
I
how to
wouldn't
use
have
it. I'm just not as good as you. Is all I'm saying.
Toss you an old skate.
Here's a skate.
Those are sharp.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll hand over the other sharper sword.
So, the elevator opens. Tatiana Tempa goes, next stop, menswear.
No, that's not a word.
Have a good time.
Oh, there's a new floor?
Apparently, cheers.
Okay, bye.
Cool. You get on. I also described this a little wrong. There is like one button that is like clearly like the return button. So but there still is only one floor.
Let's do it.
Is there elevator music in the elevator? Like, is the girl from Ipa Nipa playing?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, no. That's a legitimate question. I'm gonna roll it up. Yes, elevator music does play. Like it's very subtle, but there is kind of there is some music softly playing. The last thing you guys see as the door closes, Mo just going, like, he's like, oh my god, and Tatiana's like, so my theory is that all the rest of them are about to disappear, and basically you guys head up. And suddenly, you stop, there's a little bounce, the doors open, and you see that same crystalline purple plane ahead of you. And you all hear way too many voices in your heads.
So the dungeon doesn't change each time we leave and come back. That's good to know.
You're not sure you're in the, it doesn't look like identical, but it's like the same world, basically. And some of you see some, similar spots in the distance. But as you guys step off, you guys are hearing 6 a.m. Effin's like, oh my god, it's like I'm seeing out of your eyes. This is so crazy. Oh my god. I'd love to, see myself through your eyes sometime. And Ellie Bog's like, it would be so crazy to do. You also hear a little voice here going, yeah, it would be amazing. But everyone just let's focus on taking deep breaths and hydrating really well, whatever. And then you also hear Doug. Oh my god, my autofocus is out of control. Doug, you then hear one voice saying, prepare to destroy our opponents. And find our way free of this accursed place.
Is that the first time we heard him speak, I think?
I do not speak in my familiar form, but know this, Doug Jolly III, whose name is known in the books of hell. Due to our connection. I am no demon. I am a devil. You may call me Hopper.
A devilish cute little bunny.
Devilish cute!
I take no offense to being called a cute little bunny. But you will not call me demon.
I didn't call you demon.
Indeed. And that is why you still live. Ellie Bog goes, wow, this guy needs to chill out. Medina, in your head, you're hearing, hello again from the inside, my lovely. And so Marissa says, please don't, why are you being so creepy to her like this? You don't have to do this.
Too.
Just let the strange woman be alone with her thoughts. Let the college student. No.
I'm not strange.
She's
who's the strange woman in that?
She's not strange, Mum. She's one of my greatest friends. I think about her all the time. I think about taking care of her. Well, if you think about it that much, rent-free inside her head, or wherever.
It still fit. It's like she's moving around in your brain.
In your brain.
Still can't
it's
hear
all
every
echoing.
word.
In my head, she's going. Pew, 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 pew.
And then Callie, you just hear. Yes, hello, dear. And this one is here to serve you as well. It's like, I'm not really sure I'm going to serve you, but clearly she's an ancient queen, and I'm really fighting against two things here, miss. I really believe that shadow elves have been oppressed, but I also really believe in the shadow world and their heritage. So, I don't know. I'm going to follow this lady, because she's an elder in our community, and we're a disenfranchised people.
Maybe you should talk to her and maybe figure out how her people aren't oppressed in her land, and you can transfer those roles over into your land, and maybe can bring about change.
Absolutely, this is so incredibly fascinating. Yes, no, I'm. Thank you so much for bringing me along. Oh, this is amazing! Look at this place. Wow. Wow, this is crazy. You also hear in your head, Medina. So, Rawlings, which one of the heads is he in? I would like to see him.
Oh, I didn't bring Rawlings.
I know, but which head is he in? Can you just go and tell that head that Sister Mercy is thinking about him?
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. Do you not see through what I'm seeing right now?
But you don't understand. I burn for
I'm
him.
not gonna do that.
I burn for him on the inside.
Okay, gross.
No, it is
How'd
not
your
my
work
fault.
feel about
I
that?
have been cursed to burn for him.
Okay.
And Wednesday says,
I-
if you'd like to burn him, there are ways.
Wednesday, you will not be doing any burning of people.
Seem to be struggling over there, Medina.
Shut up, Doug.
You were just vibing over here.
Do we feel what they feel? Like is Medina gonna be frothing at her loins for Rawlings?
No.
Like, do we feel what they feel? No. Okay.
But frothing at her loins.
That woman is frothing.
The phrasing "frothing at her loins" is fantastic. But no one is frothing at the loins except for sexy AM/FM radio.
Okay.
And she's like, that's too far for me to even say. Never mind.
She's gonna need to see a doctor for that one.
That was something about you.
I'm calling it now.
What
And then
happens
Doug
when,
will shortly after.
when she and Jacket Girl are in the same head?
Oh my god. Sexy AM/FM radio, there was something about the phrase is, you think my pussy must have rabies. Point is, guys, let's go.
So explore.
Blaming you.
I like how I said it anyway. Guys, we're all having a good time here, but the point is you're in another plane and there's crazy things ahead of you. So, the point being, as you adjust to the heads discussing, you do notice that in the direction from which you last encountered that guardian on that sort of like rocky outcropping, suddenly, as if in response to your arrival, a bright light begins to glow.
Is it a fast travel point?
It is not a fast travel point, but we should probably introduce those eventually. But for now, it is more as if like it is like a beacon of some kind.
Oh, should we go check it out?
I guess so.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I'm the only one that can see well, right? Like.
You can see very well in the dark, but honestly, it is kind of the D&D rules. The fact that there's now a bright light there means you just see as well as everyone else. Like, you see everything around. You're confident no one's like sneaking up on you, but there is this sort of like point there where a bright light has gone off.
Okay, fair. So yeah, we can go.
All
and
right.
I have my sword at the ready.
I do as well.
Oh wait, before we go, I'll actually pass out the energy snacks that I brought.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Bring any jerky?
No, I'll bring that next time.
Doug, no, you bring jerky.
I mean, I think I might have had some in my bag.
Okay, we're not going back.
Should've
to getting
checked.
jerky.
Just asking, all
Oh
right?
my gosh, why don't you rejoin the party in your head?
I will.
Never left.
Honestly, there really is, Doug, as like the way you bounce your head, because there's a song in there is a song going on in your head, but now the song is accompanied by like Ellie Buck's just like, I'm Mountain Dew in New York City, baby looking go, and sexy AMFM is clapping not to the beat, and and Hopper is just going, oh, this cacophony could torment the most devious of souls. Yes, torment Doug Jolly the Third. And then the wellness sprite is like, just for the record, a lower BPM would really help center. No, okay, that's fine. Be well. But you all approach this area. You see that there is this kind of like light burning above, this kind of beacon, a sort of more golden glow contrasting with the purple around you, swirling some kind of arcane energy. Below it, there stands a figure. Seems to be human or human-ish. Just kind of looks to be like a middle-aged man. Maybe getting on in years a bit, but still somewhat vibrant. Vibrant, vital. He is wearing a robe. He has a staff. Sort of dark skin, just looking at you guys kind of as you approach. A bit of curiosity.
So he's not
Hi.
Crystal, like the guy.
At this point, he does not appear to be Crystal, no.
Okay.
Hey there.
We come in peace.
I mean, you probably shouldn't say that when I have the sword out. I feel like that's sending mixed messages.
You know, we're women in a cave. Of course we have protection.
I don't think this is a cave.
You can see, like, cosmos overhead. Final destination, Super Smash Bros. He looks at you all very carefully and says, "Step forward and be welcome here below the light."
I will step forward.
I'll follow.
Yeah, okay.
I was wondering if travelers would come here again. There was word of some passing in this pocket.
Pocket?
Word? I don't know.
Where?
Who said?
I look at Kelly like. Where is here? Where are we?
You do not know where you are.
We have traveled far from yonder. Yon? Is it yon or yonder?
We're from Connecticut.
Ah,
Connecticut. I am unfamiliar with Connecticut.
Someone was saying it's all towns. Everything is a town.
Well, then it's not uncommon to not know about places, just like we don't know about this one.
But the difference, my dear, is I'm not in Connecticut, am I?
I mean, we could assume that you might be, but
Do you swear allegiance to any of the master mages?
you know, I haven't read about their health insurance policies or anything like that, so I haven't really made a decision quite yet.
I do not know your words.
You know, sometimes neither do I.
we can talk to the voices in our head without
Totally.
speaking out
Yeah,
loud, right?
absolutely.
But I mean,
Yes.
I will ask the Umbra Queen if she is a master mage or if she knows any of the ones that any master mages.
I am no master mage. I'm unfamiliar with the term. I know archmages, but that is more of just a powerful magician who's reached a certain degree of proficiency, ninth level spells and all that. But the term master mages I do not know. Rawlings, I'll tell you what though, Callie. Because you have in your mind the Shadow World and Dread as knowledge with +2s. You are confident that within the Shadow World and in Dread lore, those are not terms you know.
Okay.
But it's always good to ask the person. But basically, like Rawlings and that Shadow Elf Agitator are just like, nope, beats me. Oh, I'm uncertain. How fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Hopper, any of those in hell or wherever you're from?
You do have what is Hopper's specific thing he gives you? Is it what do I want?
An arcane magic. And 3 and fiendish magic.
Fiendish magic of 3. I would say he also just like from shadowy stuff, Hopper will say, I am unfamiliar with these master mages. They must be some powerful order of arcane casters, or some other form. Since we are crossing into different realities, it is not one common to mine. There must be different hells. I suspect they are more likely to be arcane. Think of them as archdevils. Masters some ability, and clearly, he is indicated. There are different ones, which means there may be different allegiances sworn.
Is anybody? Are they still bickering in my head?
They're just talking about all sorts of stuff. I don't think any of yours grant you knowledge, so none of them they just don't know. Sister Mercy will say, "The only master is the Lord God, and also love, my love for Rawlings."
Okay.
Yeah.
No allegiances. Kind of doing our own thing. A study group.
Yeah.
I would grant to you the ability to pass through this area unharmed by any of the defenses we've put in, provided you swear allegiance to the Master Mage, who grants me power.
What kind of power do you have?
Arcane power, of course.
Who's your master mage?
My Master Mage is the one called Zeus.
Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. I think I may actually know a little bit about this. Okay, wait. Like, from the Greek god, or is perhaps just this a different guy named Zeus?
Greece. One of his domains that he enjoyed play acting in. Yes, I'm familiar with Greece.
What about
Awesome.
Rome. Yes, he visited Rome briefly, but had a different name there. Callie, with your knowledge, if you know what it is, you can say it, but you do know. You also know that it is Jove there, yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There you go. Yes. Yes.
And if we don't want to sign on any...
So, are the other master mages like Ares and Athena and them, or is it maybe like Odin, or
When you say
No.
Odin, there's a like a he gets real mad when you say Odin.
Oh, sweet. Is
There-
Thor here?
He honestly, I'm gonna roll 4 for him real quick. No matches. You say, "Is Thor here?" He, gripping a staff, looks around in sort of fear for a moment.
Oh, man.
Wait, it's
Wait, what about Spider-Man?
Hold on.
no?
Oh yeah, he'll say, "Are you with Anansi the Spider-Man?"
Oh, okay, Anansi. All right.
Peter Parker, the Spider-Man.
Anansi's new name is Peter Parker, is it? That is
No.
not
No, it's
right.
not. No. Don't.
If you swear allegiance to Zeus, you will have no trouble passing here. Otherwise, we will put more guardians in place in this realm.
More.
I mean, that one was kind of fragile.
You do seem to carry a great deal of power with you. But be aware that the constructs of this place can be delicate and limited. One such as me, also a traveler, is much more formidable. And I'm not alone.
This is Zeus's realm?
The Master Mage does not own this pocket. That is impossible. But we are here We do not wish it to be a beachhead for any others.
Okay.
What does swearing allegiance mean within your context? Because culturally, may be very different than Connecticut.
You will take an oath to serve Zeus's ends, and in exchange, you will receive the protection of those of us, the Zeusists.
I think we're good.
I don't know that we should.
Then
We have others in our study group that we'd have to consult with. It's a whole thing.
Then I will grant you, out of the kindness of my heart, the chance to pass back to your portal. Now.
Oh, that is very kind.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
How sweet of you.
Kind of wanted to go over there, though.
Well, we'll go.
He kind of like steps in front of you and says, "Going over there is not for someone who plays all the master mages, for you know of Odin and Ansi. You know of Ares. You know Athena.
I don't know them personally. I just read about them in books. I've never met them. Can I meet them though? Hold on.
Callie.
No, not now.
I mean, it would be kind of cool.
If you swear allegiance to Zeus and serve him well, perhaps.
I would have the best thesis, is all I'm saying. I'm just planning ahead.
Theseus? No, not Theseus.
Yeah, he's kind of sucks.
It sucks.
Can't we just walk around? Not harming anything. We just kind of want to explore.
You're beginning to
try share one of our snacks.
You begin to try my patience, friend.
Well, you're not trying our patience.
You tell him, Medina, that'll show him.
For some reason, this is a really stressful situation.
No, that tracks. Yeah.
If you
also,
can't,
there's a lot going on right now.
If you cannot handle it, then leave. I once again grant you this option.
But
But it's not an option.
Yeah, it's just kind of being a dick.
Oh.
Does dick mean in Connecticut what it means in my realm?
I don't know what it means in your realm.
What does it mean in your realm?
It is a term for penis, and it is intended to imply someone is being rude and...
Oh, in that case, 100%.
Then you have offended me. Prepare for battle. Oh. And with that, what would you guys like to do in this combat?
I'll draw my sword.
All right.
Mine was never put away, so I'm just
So Medina and Callie, this time, and honestly this should have happened last time, but we'll sort of say, as you do this, Medina, your sword becomes more of a it's still your style of sword, but it becomes embellished and fantastical, in this realm. Callie, the same happens for yours. Doug, your hockey stick kind of takes on embellishment and gold, filigree, whatever on it, ta-da.
Oh, sweet.
He is preparing to sort of do some crazy stuff. So, is this going to be a fight? Head busting, it's a fight. What are you guys going to do?
Yeah, I don't think we have much of a choice.
Great.
It's a good thing we don't really gain experience, because I'm already thinking great, we're going to be unbalanced for the guys that are missing, but that's not how it works.
So
it's fine.
With this, you guys are going to attack. I'm gonna say, generally speaking, I'll just kind of give the players the chance. He'll attack back. So, what is everyone going to do? Here's the way this works. I think we explained it, but I'll explain it again. The more actions you try to take, the more sets you need in your roll. So if you want to both dodge and attack, you'll have to roll 2 sets and have one be dodge and one be attack. Medina, I assume you're just going to stab.
I'm going to, yeah.
Great. Doug?
Are we in melee range, or am I in a range where I can hit some stuff at him with the stick?
You could hit some crystals at him with the stick. Make a luck roll for me.
I will also just be stabbing.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7.
4, 5, 6, 7. That is so heartbreaking. So unfortunately, there's not any heavy things you could hit him with. There's no really good like just like perfect thing to just chuck at him, but you could throw some like, you know, you'll basically, you won't be doing as much damage with a hit, but you can still use your ranged weapon to like sling some crystals at the guy.
Or I could just whack him with it.
Or you could whack him and then you use 4 SD, but you'd get more. Yeah.
I'll just whack him with it.
Cool. Okay, so you're gonna just run up, whack him with a thing. So you guys are basically doing melee attack against him. Great.
Oh,
good.
No, I'll try to just pelt him with things if Medina's going in for the melee.
Okay, and Callie is too. So Callie and Medina are rushing into attack.
Trying to keep him off ground.
Perfect. Okay, so Callie and Medina, if you guys would both make your coordination roll of melee weapon precision.
So would mine also include a fencing die?
It would not, because he's not like that. I might allow that if you guys were like fencing. If it was like, if you were up against.
Technically, I'm using an actual rapier, not a.
There you go.
So fair enough.
So you get to roll 9 dice, and one of them you can change after the fact for free. Callie, you get to roll 4 dice.
4.
Doug, you can go ahead and make your flinging stuff attack as well.
2 2s.
2 2s. Okay, so that is 1 degree of success against his stuff. Perfect.
I will roll this. I'll use a power to get a bonus.
Great. Is it 2 power to get a bonus, or do you have something that gives you 1 from some shenanigans?
I think it's from my friend AMFM.
That is only for when you're doing dancing, seduction, or physical intimacy. That's not for anything. Only for those subjects.
What if he dances while swinging the...
Can make a case for dancing.
All right.
But I say in this case, probably not.
I still do it. Why not?
Okay, so you'll spend 3. Okay, cool.
The 2.
It usually costs 3.
I thought 3 was re-roll your pool.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Sorry. I am so wrong. You're so right. Yes, it's only 2. Perfect. So yeah, you could add 1 on there. And Medina, go ahead and make your insane attack.
Okay, so I got 2 1s, 2 4s.
Okay.
2 2s, but I would like to change my lore die to an additional 2. So I would like 3 rhetoric.
You have 3 2s.
3 2s.
Okay, and what are the others?
2 4s and 2 1s, and then the others were not a match.
So you're basically just boom, 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 boom. Okay, so you have a 3 in there. Great. Okay. Okay. Doug, what do you got?
3 1s.
3 1s?
2 2s and 2 6s. It was a good roll.
All right, so you just like chuck. I'm gonna say you're able to chuck 3 of them at the guy. One of them hits fucking hard.
It's made up for all the straights you've gotten this whole time.
It has.
Okay, so
actually,
go ahead.
Wait, hold on. No, that's right. Okay, yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, here's how this sort of sequence goes down. And then he'll have to do... Honestly, we'll wait for this. Damn, dude, that's terrible. So basically, you guys rush him. He's like, ah! As you sort of, you guys just like spring into attack where he says, prepare for battle. And you're like, okay. And suddenly you're smacking him. So Doug hits him in the face with like his first like 3. Doug, if you would please roll 2d4 for me.
Okay. A 4 and a 3.
4 and a 3. 7. Great. So Doug just comes out of nowhere and just flings a crystal and the guy gets hit in the head, he's sort of stinging. Doug's grabbing other crystals, preparing to fling. At this point, Callie rushes forward, sort of lunging with her sword. Having rolled the one, he does manage to get his bearings back, and he kind of like dodges away from you a couple times, like almost parrying with his staff, but he's unable to, like, you see some energy going up the staff, but he's having to like stay away from you. Then Medina comes in with this absolutely brutal sort of strike that should destroy him. So Medina, if you would please roll a d8 for me.
3.
Great. So basically you sort of stab him, and it's like a stab that would go right to him, but he uses his power, as he also did when he got hit in the head with that thing. Like you saw like a little like arcane flash. More of an arcane flash goes off as he stabs again. But you then hit him 2 more times. So could you roll d8s? You could roll 2 more d8s for me.
6 and a 3.
Okay, that's really a lot.
Sorry.
No, you're great. So as he's just having to he can't get away. He's blocking Callie, and now it's all these things, and you see this like anger in his face. Doug, you hit him with another little thing. You get to roll 1 more d4 on this one.
2.
Great. So that one also hits as he snarls. You fire a third, but at this point he's kind of dodging. The bad news for him is you guys have really spent up a lot of his power. So as he now like prepares to like send like this arcane energy back at you, he can't pump this up the way he would want to. But he sort of says, "Power of Zeus, power of lightning!" And you sort of see like this, like almost like his eyes change for a moment, as if perhaps he's also carrying characters with him somehow, as he's also bringing in others. But he sort of prepares to do this force at you guys. I need all of you to please make a dodge roll, which is under your coordination. I will mention that, Callie, you get a special thing with dodges thanks to Rawlings.
Oh.
Okay. So you can spend 1 power to re-roll this instead of 3 if you need to re-roll.
Per die?
No, 1. It's like, rather than the base cost being 3, the base cost is 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, cool.
I will be spending the 1 power.
All
so
right.
I reroll all of them, right?
Reroll all of them. Unless you want to keep some, then you spend 1 for each one you want to keep.
No.
Okay, reroll the whole thing.
2 8s.
2 8s, great.
2 5s.
2 5s.
Okay, I have 3 1s and 2 4s.
3 1s and 2 4s. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. All right. Which one of those do you want to use on your dodge, and which one of those would you like to use on a riposte? Eventually you guys can always try to make these choices for yourself, but in this context, which one would you like to do for dodging his attack, and which one would you like to do for, like, counterattacking?
Music for dodge and grammar for attack.
So which one's the 3 and which one's the 2?
You mean 4? Oh.
The 3rd degree, 2nd degree.
Oh, the 1 is the 3 and the 4 is the 2.
Sorry,
Music is 2.
Stop saying music
3.
stuff. Which action are you going to parry? Are you going to riposte with 3? Or basically, are you dodging with 3 and attacking with 2, or dodging with 2 and attacking with 3?
I know these terms, but okay, hold on. It's the numbers that are confusing me.
So forget the numbers.
So I would like to dodge with
your 3rd degree or your 2nd degree?
My 2 4s, my 2nd degree.
You're dodging with the 2nd degree and riposting with 3. Perfect. Okay, great.
Yes.
So, my friends, you all managed to, like, dodge out of the way of much of this, like, electricity that roils across you. Because you've all... He rolled nothing in common, and he's not going to spend power to reroll when he's so low. So, you've met it, so you'll only take half. And he rolled 1, 1, and 2.
Yeah.
So you each take 2, basically, so you have to spend 2 power to prevent that damage.
I will do it.
Yep.
So I think, Callie, you're now down at 1. Medina, you're then coming at him with a 3 success to counterattack. He totally does not do. So please roll 2d8s as you sort of like pierce back at him, and we'll even say you like catch the lightning on your sword and kind of rush back. Go ahead.
That's legit. 2 3s.
All right. So you do this, and he creates this as your sword pushes through, and he creates this final kind of barrier of energy. Your sword pushes, and then you see it break, and your sword goes through and hits him in the chest. Not a deep like a mortal wound, but and he sort of backs. He sort of backs away from you, kind of holding his staff.
Who do you have in your head?
Zeus.
There's more.
How dare you attack me? The Master Mage. Which Master Mage? You must serve a Master Mage with all this power.
We're just the masters of the pages.
Masters of the pages. He's out of power. The beacon above sort of goes out. His power sort of expended. He just glares at you all.
Side note, I forgot about the movie The Page Master until this very moment, until you said that phrase. I had to Google, am I imagining that movie?
Well then, Masters of the Pages. He sort of backs away. He's looking nervous and says, "Then I yield this pocket to you."
Yes, you should.
I'll do a salute.
Can I hit one more thing at him?
No.
Fucked up.
Go ahead, sure.
Yeah. 3 5s and 2 8s.
Wow.
You're
really good at
sore
just chucking
winner,
things.
Doug. You're a sore winner. No
3
wonder you're always in the
5s,
box.
2 8s.
Gotta play to win.
He gets a match. Roll a d4.
4.
You chuck that at him as he's backing away. I yield to you. He's backing away, and Doug hits him in the head with a crystal. There's no burst of energy protecting. He falls down.
Maybe he'll learn his lesson now.
If he doesn't have a concussion or brain
do we get
damage,
loot now that he's fallen? Is there loot appearing like the last guy?
No, there's no loot appearing on him. He is a physical form who's fallen down and is bleeding.
Can I
There's
do
no,
a medicine roll?
Oh no!
You can do a medicine roll if you want.
There are
I
consequences to our actions sometimes.
Well, this
I
guy
have
isn't
Sister
made out of
Mercy in my
crystals.
head.
He's a real person. Sister
Well,
Mercy
but
is
I
in
didn't
your
think
head.
he
Sure.
was a real person. I thought.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was a jerk, and he got what he deserved.
Ooh, 2 2s and 2 7s.
2 2s and 2 7s.
Yes.
With Sister Mercy's guidance, you can rip a little cloth off his robe and kind of tie it against his head. He is injured. He's probably concussed. He's unconscious, but you've managed to the bleeding should stop momentarily. You sit him up against a rock or whatever, so he's he's not gonna pool in his blood or something or pass out and choke on his vomit.
Okay.
And Sister Mercy is oh, yes, it is important to cure people. I remember a young woman who was also violent like this man, and I had to treat multiple head injuries similar to what I did to this man.
Okay.
But
Well,
then-
thank you.
But then I found myself on a dark road.
Okay.
The mist burned.
Dark
in
road
my
to
eyes.
dick.
We'll talk about that later.
You don't hear any of this. It's in her
No, I
head.
know. I'm just asking. Was the dark road the road to Rawlings' dick?
She never made it to the dick.
Oh,
She
poor
made it to
thing.
the bad dragon, though.
She did make it to
Oh.
the bad dragon. She made it to the bad
Consolation
dragon.
prize.
So he's there.
Okay. So are you supposed? Is he like is he knocked out?
He's
or
like
just
you've knocked him out. He's unconscious.
Okay.
You've saved his life probably, but he's
Oh my
knocked
God.
out.
Guys, we're not the only like people here. We can hurt people here.
He was gonna hurt us.
No, I understand that, but I mean, they're not just.
Have you watched like any movie ever? They always say they yield and then they do the one.
Yes, but they're always fake and scripted, and it's not what this is.
What is this?
This is real and not scripted.
There's voices in my head.
They're real, apparently.
Wait, the ones that you put there are like other ones. How many times have you been hit playing hockey?
Hopper, in your mind, Doug, as you laugh that, you then hear Hopper just going, Doug Jolly the Third, I just want you to know, you just did exactly the right thing.
See, the bunny agrees.
The bunny
Callie,
is from
in your
Echoing
mind,
Thread.
you hear the Umbral Queen say, Callie, you are very low on power, and he claimed he was not alone.
Power is my HP.
Yeah. Well, power is HP and abilities and everything. Having
Oh dear, I would not have just spent 10 earlier if I had made that connection.
Well, you didn't know you were going in here. It's great. You're really running on the edge here. Had he rolled better on his attack, even with you dodging, it could have been rough for you. But at this point,
Yeah.
Should
we-
Is
take him-
wait, dude. So nobody recognizes him, right? He's not like a student or anything.
No, a student would not have said, yes, that's one of the realms my god or the Zeus had played around in. No,
We've
he's
got
not.
weird- I mean, if he's had those things in his head for a while, he might start believing that he is them or something like that. I don't know. I've got a fucking fairy banging around in my head talking about STDs.
Callie, called STIs now. And most of them are
Whatever.
really treatable.
Oh my gosh.
Going to get herpes. Just assume that from the beginning.
Oh my God.
Callie.
Yeah.
Please make a look roll.
Did you say look or luck?
Look, you're under your vitality.
Oh, there's only 2 of those. Yeah, they do not match, and I'm not spending my last point.
You glance around, even though you can see so sharply in the shadows in the distance, you can't see that far. So you begin to fear that maybe there are more individuals watching this around you.
Maybe we should go back.
Should we take him?
Oh God, no! we should only leave him.
But he's
Here.
just like a guy. He's not one of those crystal things. And we heard, and well, he was okay-ish.
He is a guy.
I might have
that
some Advil.
when we bring back may not be confined to the room like these other guys are. That is a guy we will just actually be responsible for and what effects he has in our realm. I don't know that we want that responsibility.
Can I look to see, look through, that sounds weird. Look through his clothes to see if there's any identification or anything.
That is disrespectful as shit, Medina. We
No
should not
identification.
be here.
He but there are numerous pouches containing strange arcane materials, crystals, wires, bits of fluff and things. There's also
It's fun and
book.
games when the guy's made of crystal and explodes
book?
afterwards and it leaves things for us. This is not what that is.
Wait a
It's
minute.
not
What is
human
this? I'll pull up the book and what is it? What is the title of the book?
Without any issue, Doug, a voice in your head. Actually, probably 2 voices in your head. You hear Elibog going, "Oh, that's a spell book. I've put a spell on you." And Hopper says, "That is an arcane spell book. A spellcaster of his kind needs it to study, to focus his powers."
It's his spell book. We should take it.
I don't know. I feel like we definitely should not take it.
Okay, I just probably saved his life, right? None.
Yeah. Well, they said that he needs that to do his magic stuff, and if he's going to be a jerk about the magic stuff,
So
then
are we just
he
leaving
doesn't
him to
deserve to
die
have
here?
his book.
No, I'm saying that in return for us saving his life, we can have his little book.
I agree.
That seems like a steep price. Yeah, it's soup. That's. Oh my god. Okay, well, okay. Does it say like Zeus? Like, is it very Zeus oriented on it?
Nothing about it seems Zeus based to you.
Okay.
It's also in a language none of you really understand.
Putting it in the library.
Rawlings says, "Oh yes, we absolutely should take that book, Callie. Take the book back, and I will study it, and it will be yes. I don't think we should take the man. I think whoever said don't take the man, that was a wise thing to think. But take his book. Absolutely take his book."
Okay, that was not me. Okay. Oh, Rawlings does agree we should take the book. Okay. We can take the book, but we should probably leave him. I'll leave him some gummies. Oh my god, what if the gummies make him explode because he's not used to all the sugar, though? Oh no, I don't know what to do.
Here's some Advil. Put like 2 Advil on him. On his
Would he know what to do with them?
We'll figure it out.
Maybe he'll leave as many.
Can I leave a note that says, just take this with water?
Well, what if he doesn't do it with water?
Well, that's his problem. I left the
I don't know,
instructions.
is there
like
water
that.
here?
Control him after that.
Just leave him the 2. He'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
Wonderful.
He was probably from our rival school. Anyway. What's our rival?
Miskatonic University.
Yeah, he's definitely from Miskatonic.
Doug, I think you're very confused about what's been going on these past few weeks.
Voices in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Party all the time. In the head.
Ellie Bog starts. She'll cut in with Eddie Murphy for you there. My girl likes to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. And then Sexy AMFM goes, "Oh my god, I wish I could take my top off. That would be awesome right now."
Oh my god, what?
So, but Callie,
Doug,
the Umbral Queen,
stop
says,
dancing?
"We should go. I'm concerned
Is
about what
this
would happen
art-
to me if you die here, Callie."
Oh, nothing good. Okay, yes, we should go. I need to go. I am not well.
You seem fine.
Okay, Doug.
Oh, in this scenario, would I be like? I mean, I guess I spent it all, but like, would I be bloodied? Like, can you tell that I'm not looking?
And here's how this system works. I actually should have described this. I was describing it for him, not for you guys. When all of you were attacked by his electricity and you spent your power to not take the damage, so each one of you had to take 2, you had to spend 2 power. You also saw like arcane crystalline shields before you. And Callie, you have just a tiny little bit left, like if one more damage thing. So you are in no physical pain, you just don't have any more reserves to draw on.
So it wasn't not taking damage, it was reducing damage because I still took damage technically.
No, you took no damage, you reduced it to 0.
The shield.
But I spent 2, didn't I spend 2?
Yes, you should have, you spent 2, because every time you spend 1, are you looking under power cost? Under the subject I key, under general uses for power? That's what you did.
Oh.
Sorry,
It's like when a ship has a shield and
Yeah.
it's been hitting the shield.
Every time you would take damage, you spend 1 power to prevent the point of damage. That's all. Yes, you've never actually done a combat in this
Different
system.
from power.
Damage is different from power, but you must spend your power to prevent damage.
Where are you seeing that? I'm sorry.
It's under a
Power cost. There
yeah,
we go.
Power cost.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
But then, so where's my damage?
If you ever take damage, you start gaining conditions, and that's really bad.
Condition.
Right
Okay,
now, you
okay.
have no conditions, which is good. Once you start taking
Okay.
conditions, yeah, you're in bad shape. But you're physically fine, but you've spent all your power avoiding being electrocuted by a Zeus dude. At this point, however, are you taking the book?
Yes.
And then you are beating a hasty retreat?
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful. So you guys get back in the elevator.
Uh-oh.
Callie looking over your shoulder. You ride back down, the voices disappear from your head, and as the doors open, you see they're all kind of like reforming there, and Tatiana's watching and saying, "So, ooh, you brought back a treat." And sure enough, that book that you brought is in your hand.
My hand?
Well, whoever has the book.
I
Oh.
did.
Medina.
The book is
I
there.
have it.
Perhaps you should give that to Rawling.
Well, why don't we keep it and Rawlings can look
Rawlings
at
says,
it?
"Yes, I would love to see the book." And Sister Mercy goes, "Rawlings, you're safe. I'm so glad." And he says,
Okay.
"I'm so glad you're here as well. There's so much I want to talk to you about, although you must have gone to other realms of dread after. You must tell me everything that happened in Hysteles." And she says, You remember? Of course. Don't you? Well, yes. Rawlings, there's something you should know. Rawlings, I am dead.
No.
And he says, Oh, Sister Mercy, well, so am I. I assume so are we all. That's what's so fascinating. And he just kind of leads her off and yeah.
Did you guys heard?
They're all dead?
Tatiana Temple goes, I'm certainly not.
Well, not that you remember.
No, but they seem to. That's very interesting. Callie? Come with me, dear. And she sort of starts walking back into the rooms. And she begins to look at the things of Sister Mercy. Callie, look.
Yes. But
She points out a tag that both Sister Mercy and Rawlings have on them.
Deceased. Oh. Okay, so it's not everybody.
Fascinating.
We can literally summon the dead.
I mean, they're from books.
They're real enough, so it
comics.
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Don't forget, Tatiana's from a comic book.
those count.
It's still a book.
Consider it a graphic novel, dear. So as you guys do that, the elevator sort of disappears once again. Another timer for 1 week from now appears, implying you can't go there until then. Mo says, "Oh my god, I can't wait for the professor to get back. There's just too much going on." Tatiana Temple says, "Yes, a great deal going on indeed." She kind of looks at the...
So there's no like underground net. I'm talking to like the to Mo.
Mm-hmm.
There's not an underground network of you talking to people who are also doing this maybe on their own campuses or other places. It's just us.
What?
Because we definitely almost killed a man in there, I think.
Okay, this can't go on. We can't allow this to keep happening. We need to talk to the professor. This is terrible. You almost killed a man. There was someone else in there.
Yeah, I thought because last time we killed like a crystal guy and it felt very like video game like, and so I wasn't worried about it. But then today there was he looked more human, but I still felt video game like until he didn't explode into a crystal and leave loot behind. He just started to bleed. And he had Zeus in his head.
What? What does that mean? As you guys debate that, I'm going to leave you on another scene. We're going to return to the purple area. Two other sort of robed figures pick their way down from other rocky outcroppings, making their way to their unconscious friend. One of them says to the other, Why didn't you want to help him? He says, he took too much offense. He picked a fight with them. He deserves what he got. What are these? He picks up the 2 Advil.
Oh no.
How very strange. The friend says, "Well, even so, we should have stood up. They seem to be belonging to a different master mage." I don't think so. What an idiot. He sort of pulls out a knife and just kills the guy. The other says, "Oh, really? We have to... Okay, well, fair enough. I suppose he failed. And you heard, he's yielded this pocket." He begins to walk off. The other says, "Well, should we bring him?" "If you want to. He's less than nothing to me now." Oh dear. Oh dear. Begins heading on. And that is where we'll end chapter 3.
What the fuck is happening?
Was that Zeus?
No, I don't.
Those were flesh and blood people, for whatever that matters.
Okay. Okay.
I like this game because every week it seems to like really alter your perception of what's going on in a fun way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gosh.
We're invincible.
No, definitely not.
I mean, me with more steel. that's a case for me keeping her. I'm just saying.
I feel like I need to get someone to beef me up a bit.
You can keep your little party going.
Just vibing on my party here.
So with that, well, next week you guys won't all have multiple people, I don't think, because there's going to be 3 other players who also need passengers brought. So there'll be another reaccounting of all this stuff then. But thank you all so much for watching this. Obviously, for those of you who don't know, I would imagine most people here know, but this is a game that involves interactive downtime. If you want to join that, please message me, Long Lost Lore, on our Discord, and I can add you to this sort of thing where we do this daily downtime where you get to pick one activity and help research. There's some new sort of in-game things have happened. We have gained lore from some characters in-game, as she's told you a little bit about the Fleecing Schemester, another arcane abomination, as well as Captain Eldritch. We've also learned about the Lore Master tag and the Deceased tag. Mm-hmm. How interesting. So.
Oh my god, all the dead Top Flight characters.
So many dead well, but they all came. They're not dead anymore.
Oh, that's right. We reset.
But that's AU, so couldn't there'd be skins of them dead?
Ooh. Dead zombie skins? There would be zombie skins.
Zombie team.
Well, that was super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that craziness. As you guys went in and kind of met an even more formidable person, took him out, but this time sort of suffered some stuff in Cali. But the thing is, you've learned an interesting lesson. And if you say, today's session we're not going in the elevator, then you would have been fine. If you're like, guys, today I'm using all my stuff on research and we're going to be great.
We do have tons of thank yous.
Oh my gosh, please.
Give out.
Issue thank yous.
Brininger, Galorian Saber. We had a hype train.
What?
Tiger Piggy.
That's me.
Our own PJ. She gave cheer bits.
Wait, we had a hype train?
And Book and Dagger.
I got an email.
We were deep in it.
Oh my
Did
gosh.
Thank you all so much.
I had no idea. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
And for the hype train, sorry, we were so invested in what was going on, but I guess that's why we're all here.
Oh my gosh.
Freak out.
Well, yeah, that was
work on spreadsheets.
That was
I got this fish with a pompadour, I think.
We had a very what a fish with. Oh wow, there you go. I think that's a fish being pat on the head.
Oh, is it?
I
It
think
looks
so.
like a pompadour. Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh, it's cute.
We haven't had a long time of fun with spreadsheets. So yeah, thank you so much. Join us on Discord for that. We are back tomorrow with Gray in the Dark. Will they finally go up the tower? They finally reached it. Probably not. They'll probably just goof around for a while. But Paulette is a performer, by the way. Doug Jolly, they're gonna go see her. So you should also summon her if you just want to get the party started.
You can also get a giant slimy monkey. I'm trying to say.
So they're basically fighting Donkey Kong, because I don't know why, but we said that he was really like sweaty and wet, and we called him Wet Ass Kong, and
Ew.
Bring him. The old Wet Ass Kong.
Anyway, well, and I think the joke of the Ass Kong was it was instead of donkey, it was ass. That's where that came from. Cool. So thank you all so much. We'll be back. So that's tomorrow's Gray in the Dark, and then on Friday, more Blood from a Stone. Gonna be super fun.
However, it is the first Friday, so we should probably say we're
in
the middle of something.
We are, because Blood from a Stone. We're going to do Noteworthy. I'll try to do Noteworthy as soon as possible. I don't know what's going on with Noteworthy. Missing Blood from a Stone so frequently was kind of just like messing me up. So we're gonna still do Noteworthy monthly, but we're gonna figure out a different way to do that. And also maybe a thing where we can do that periodically and do some more top flight one-offs here and there periodically and all that stuff. So yeah. But thank you all so much. This is awesome. We appreciate it. We will see you on Discord. And we'll see you with more of our class next week. But I guess maybe Doug will be on a vacation or something. But
big game
again. Yeah. He has a hockey game. Perfect. So that was amazing. Until next time, class dismissed.